out as a video by Angelo. This is why Batman won't kill his villains. Let's get it.
The Batman the Animated Series is a masterpiece. Dare I say, it's the best piece of Batman media of all time. Right, guys? Why it's so good, in my opinion, is largely due to the beautiful way it handles its characters, specifically its huge lineup of villains. In a lot of media nowadays, villains tend to just exist for the sole purpose of dropping tough quotes for you to use as Instagram captions.
No one cared who I was till I put on the mask.
And then be defeated in the third act.
Bet you never saw this coming.
BTAS, however, does something far more compelling. It places its characters in thought-provoking conundrums. What is a man willing to do for love? What are the costs of addiction? What happens when you can't trust your own mind? How does the way the world sees you affect your very being? And more times than not, these villains aren't just evil for the sake of being evil, except for Mad Hatter though, he's just a...
You brainwashed and kidnapped a woman who rejected you. You could have respected her wishes and left her alone.
I'd have killed her first!
They're broken souls who've been put into tragic situations no different to that of the Caped Crusader. And that tragedy is what defines them, what makes them into who they are, for better or for worse. One thing I love is how the Batman doesn't call his villains by their delusional personas. He calls them by their real name.
Come on, Hagen. Pull yourself together.
Stubbornly choosing
I didn't even peep that.
not to play into their constructed fantasies. Because before there was Two-Face, there was Harvey Dent. Before there was Clayface, there was Matt Hagen. And before Mr. Freeze, there was Victor Freeze.
Yeah, he does call Joker Joker though.
Before there was Clayface, there was Matt Hagen. And before Mr. Freeze, there was Victor Freeze. Bruce knows better than anyone that these villains, these monsters, were people too. Not the Mad Hatter though, he's just a predator. And just like him, these people had a bad day once too. But while Batman's loss gave him the resolve to become a hero, these lost souls fell down the slippery slope of villainy. And at its core, what makes the Batman the Animated Series so special and timeless isn't just its fantastic story, art and cast. What makes it special is the empathy with which the stories are told, because these villains in reality are just victims who have been taken advantage of or abused, sometimes by a corporate scumbag, others by crooks, and just as many by simply the way the world works. It makes these stories all the more believable, and more importantly, real. Yes, I know a giant clay monster isn't very realistic, but a man desperate to cling on to his career, his identity, and so an easy target for scum to take advantage of, is. An explosion scarring half his body didn't make Harvey Two-Face. A Boost did. Harvey didn't become some indecisive, deranged criminal when he put the stylish black and white suit on. The moment his dad struck him, or in this adaptation, the moment he suppressed his anger as a child.
When Harvey was a little boy, he was bothered by a bully. Until one day, little Harvey got so mad, he slugged him one. But poor Harvey felt so guilty, he never showed his anger again. And that was the start of Big Bad Harv.
Is when he became what he did. And Bruce gets this. It's why he'll always reach out no matter how many times Two-Face self-sabotages his life away. He'll always be there to help his best friend.
Bruce. Good old Bruce. Always there. You never give up on me.
And man, that's just so beautiful.
Damn.
When Harley Quinn is let free from Arkham Asylum and is slowly turning back to her old...
Did anyone notice most of the villains are like successful people with PhDs? Yeah, because they're genuinely like people that got put in a bad situation.
ways. Bruce is quick to try and help her.
Miss? Please. I'm sure this has all been a simple misunderstanding. You don't want to mess things up on your first day out, do you? Miss?
He understands that the best way to stop these people isn't through a mindless beatdown or blowing them up with a tank. The best way to stop them is to reach out a hand and let them know that they're not alone and that someone is watching out for them. I view this show as similar to The Twilight Zone. Fundamentally, it's bizarre and fantastical tales that tell human stories, human struggles, and most importantly, human tragedy. All the tales are extremely relatable, and each of them share aspects of overlap to provide different perspectives on very human issues. Firstly, the arc with the shows a man cursed with addiction,
And once I started taking it, I couldn't stop.
and the toll that it takes in a relationship.
Joker is basically responsible for Bruce's parents' death, so that makes sense he calls him Joker. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I'm trying to think, would there be any other reason why he calls Joker Joker? I don't know. I genuinely wouldn't. I don't know. He has no respect for him. But he also, I don't know. There's sometimes it feels like he does though. I don't know.
Stop it! Stop it! I'm sick of hearing about that thing. I'm sick of my life. I'm sick of you!
Damn.
Francie!
And how the trauma of such an addiction can get passed on from one person to the next, even unbeknownst to those involved. The issue of addiction and its effects similarly being seen with Matt Hagen, or better known as Clayface. Only in this instance, it's a man riddled with desperation, trying to cling on to the career he once had.
It doesn't have to be over. You can go on. We can go on.
To the person he once was, before a horrific accident left him disfigured. And in that search for his lost identity, he's left being able to become anyone, but he himself being no one.
I'm not even a man.
Damn.
And the connections.
What? Why is this? Oh, the music. The music got. Damn. This is one of the probably one of the best parts, and niggas, it's the music. Yeah, the song.
Hypoplasia.
And childlike appearance define her. She wants to escape these expectations, this life that she's stuck in, escape to the life that she knows she deserves. But no one takes her seriously.
It was hard for me out there. I
Damn.
studied and trained and auditioned, but no one wanted me.
There's something so devastating about
Damn.
her, staring at a distorted mirror projecting the real her. But it's not her.
But it's not really real, is it?
This fictitious set that she lives in is all not real.
It was real to me!
It's so devastating watching her break down and ask Batman,
Why couldn't you just let me make believe?
this desire to escape into a fantasy is a core theme with a lot of Batman's rogues gallery. For
Imagine
example,
being stuck as a baby. Yeah, nah, that'd fucking suck.
Harley Quinn, upon receiving her newfound freedom, crawls back into her old black and red suit when faced with the natural discomfort that comes with change.
Tried to play by the rules, but no, they wouldn't let me go straight. Society is to blame.
That's also a very real thing. To have, like, now I get it, like, some felons can't vote, they can't get certain jobs, they can't get places in certain apartments. That shit is real. So, like, it's like they fall back into those bad habits because that one thing fucked their life up. Especially when you get a felony for, like, bro, I'm sorry, like, murder, somebody dies, for sure, felony. But if you were, like, selling, like, just like selling at a high level, I really don't feel like you should have a felony on you. I just don't think so. I don't think you should get a felony. Like, imagine you're selling at a high level. Yeah, you make like 10, 15 bands a month. You go to jail. You try to come out and get clean. It's like, well, yeah, you can't have a job here because you were selling. Bro, this shit is legal now. Fucking dispensaries are selling this shit by the pounds. But because I sold it 10 years ago, like, you know what I'm saying? It's like you can't really get out there and get on a good track. And now now you go back to your old ways.
Both Harvey Dent and Big Bad Harv are horrified at their new face. And so, both retreat, giving the reins to a new persona.
My name is Two-Face now.
No, Harvey.
It's so haunting to see her just collapse there and cry and embrace Batman as it fades to black, as it fades to the harsh bleakness of reality.
Sometimes there are no happy endings.
A lot of the time the show simply just ends after an absolute breathtaking scene, and it's so powerful, I find myself just sitting in silence. A lot of the time I even see myself rooting for the villains. Not you, Mad Hatter, you're just a...
Kill that boy! Kill that boy!
In all honesty, these villains have extremely understandable motives. Take for example the man himself, or rather the men themselves. As District Attorney, he simply wants to lock up one of Gotham's biggest scumbags, Rupert Thorne. So in order to get him off his tail, Rupert uses Harvey's therapy sessions and his dark secret of his split personality, Big Bad Harv, as blackmail. Harvey goes to confront him.
You're in trouble, aren't you? My friend, you don't know the half of it.
And when faced with the choices to become Rupert's lapdog or face scrutiny and lose his chance of re-election, he snaps.
There's just one problem. You're talking to the wrong Harvey.
And of course, you know how the rest goes.
Shit.
Harvey. No.
Harvey.
And now, left a
Hello, Lux.
scarred monster, Two-Face seeks to take down Rupert in his own distorted sense of justice. What makes it worse is that we see Harvey a lot in different episodes before his 2-part story arc. We see he's a principled man who wants to do good. We see how him and Bruce get along so well and are actually good friends.
So, what do you think?
Does she have a sister?
Nope. Pam's one of a kind.
He makes his inevitable descent into crime all the more heartbreaking. I'm sorry, but I low-key don't even blame him because that old bastard kind of deserves to get backed up. All of this just adds to the realism of these characters. Put any of us in their shoes and we'd probably do this.
Yeah, that's valid. I'm trying to do this the right way. I get blackmailed and then I fucking snap and now my face is, yo bro, like I'd turn into a villain too. I really would. I'd turn into a villain. This is very valid.
Same. No, not you, Mad Hatter. It really makes you understand them and how these people are all just symptoms of larger issues. And truthfully, you can't even blame them for how they ended up. This isn't, of course, to absolve them of their crimes and say, oh, they didn't do anything wrong.
Hang him!
Shoot him!
Hit him with a rock!
That's on them. It just provides a new perspective on a lot of these characters who could have easily been generic otherwise. And there's no other villain I wanted to see succeed more than
Mr. Santa.
Victor Fries is an interesting case because his motivations and his cause are something we can all sympathize with. He's simply a man who got completely screwed over by corporate greed.
You can't interrupt the process now!
Open it.
It's her only chance!
This is my equipment! I say this project ends now!
And his last-ditch effort to save his love is ruined.
No! Stay away from her! Murderer!
We can talk.
Oh.
And it's so tragic to
wow.
see him reach out for his wife whilst he says her name in such desperation.
Nora! Nora!
Damn.
And this image is later reiterated when he's jailed. In the episode Deep Freeze, it's revealed that he ages slowly and will live pretty much forever.
I want to live like this, abandoned and alone, a prisoner in a world you can see but never touch. Old and infirm as you are, I'd trade 1,000 of my frozen years for your worst day.
And it's extremely fitting for his character. He's both literally frozen in time, but also figuratively, as he's unable to get back to his old life, but also he can't move on from his wife's death. And to be
Damn, bro, I'd turn into a villain for less. Real shit. I'd turn into a villain for less. You'd have to kill me. You make sure I'm dead, nigga.
To be honest, I found myself rooting for him to freeze, get it? This bastard without any reservation.
Look, Bruce, that people company line is great PR, but when the wage slaves start acting like they own the place, it's time to pull the plug.
Slaves? Oh my god.
Know what I mean?
Yeah, he has to go.
Hit
but
that
even
nigga.
so, Batman doesn't let any of these villains take a life and go down that dark path of no return.
Sleep well, my friend. I will save you.
Because, first and foremost, Batman doesn't just solely beat up people, he helps them. I will never fall for the propaganda that Bruce beats up the mentally ill, he should just donate his money if he wants to stop crime. Because in the Batman...
No, fuck no. I'm not donating shit. Like, you niggas still do bad shit. I'm like, beats up the mentally ill is not, you know what I'm saying? Let's not sit here and act like, I sympathize with how they became villains. But let's not act like these niggas still don't kill people. Okay? These niggas really still kill people. Let's not forget that, okay? So I'm not going to just let them roam free, nor am I going to donate my money. You feel me?
In the animated series at least, he always tries to help first and use his fists as a last resort.
I can help you!
He tries to help Clayface not once, but on 2 different occasions.
Look at them, Hagen. Look at what you used to be. No. Turn them off. You can play those roles again, Hagen. Let me help you find a cure. Come on, Hagen. Pull yourself together.
Damn.
Hagen!
He helps Harvey every step of the way.
Bruce Wayne picked up the tab for this?
Yes.
Good old Bruce, he's never given up on me. Always been my best friend.
Even just as his old pal Bruce.
Maybe you should get some help.
He already is.
Grace? Don't be embarrassed. Lots of people see psychiatrists, Harv.
Not when they're running for public office.
Well, I, for one, am proud of you. And relieved. It takes a strong man to admit when he has a problem.
It's why I think at the core of what makes Batman's dynamic with his villains so good is how he genuinely wants to help them. He doesn't let them betray the person that they once were by taking another's life. Of course, he still exposes the scum who deserved what was coming to them.
A year ago, Ferris Boyle interrupted an experiment, and in the process destroyed 2 lives. Here's the evidence.
Watching this show, I can't help but be enamored by Bruce's unwavering kindness and charisma. He genuinely comes off as a sincere, good guy that I'd be friends with. And a lot of adaptions miss out this aspect of Bruce. And he leaves a baddie to go make sure that Harvey's okay.
Excuse me.
Oh, wait!
Hey, Harv.
Real, I ain't gonna lie, W-Mans.
What's up? You're in trouble, aren't you?
My friend, you don't know the half of it.
Furthermore, he
W-Mans.
tries to provide comfort to Harley, all while being simple old Bruce Wayne.
You can't keep getting away with it!
By the way, this does not apply for the low-life thugs who are just criminals for the love of the game. He does not hold back on them.
This should wake you up, Mr. Bell.
Anyway, Bruce really does care for his villains, because they're no different than him, or what he could have become. The dichotomy between his two halves, Batman and Bruce Wayne, is nearly identical to Harvey's, and also Baby Doll's show self and real self, even down to the divergence between each of their two respective voices.
Big bad Harv?
Speaking.
I voted for you 2 times.
Well, ma'am, I trusted was in 2 separate
shit.
elections.
It's my birthday! Yay, yay, yay for me!
It was hard for me out there. I studied and trained and auditioned,
Oh,
but no
wow.
one wanted me.
Appreciate the help, Doc. I'll return the favor next time you're raising funds. Bye-bye. This computer checked that fiber against every animal species known to man.
Mr. Freeze's turmoil after losing a loved one is a cold, get it, reflection of Bruce losing his
Like I
parents.
said, get
and
it.
the Batman Man-Bat parallels need no explaining. That's a tongue twister, mate, what the hell? And I find it quite beautiful that this lawyer, who's quite skeptical of Batman and honestly is low-key a hater,
Me defending you? As far as I'm concerned, you belong in here with them.
shares a common goal with the Caped Crusader. They both want
A city that doesn't need Batman.
Me too.
That was a good, you know what I'm saying?
I wholeheartedly believe that everyone should be watching this show. It's honestly so special. The humanity, the kindness, and the empathy it evokes is palpable.
You're always there for me.
Hey, what are friends for?
It's not afraid to really spend time with the villains to put us in their shoes.
And this time, I'm not letting you go.
It's not afraid to have Batman feel despair and horror at some of the stuff he witnesses, making him all the more realistic.
Harvey. No.
Yo, that fucking soundbite went fucking platinum on TikTok. So that's why it keep like I laugh at it. But like I'm not laughing at the situation, but it's the way he's Harvey. No. Like, yo, that fucking soundbite.
Stop
bro.
haunting me!
In a world that lately seems to be going mad, it's important that we learn from this show. In all
That's
honesty, I
valid.
think humanity would prosper if we all strive to be a little more like Bruce. We should uplift others, support those who have it worse than ourselves, and let the ones we care about know that someone's looking out for them.
All right. W video.